11 Fascinating Psychological Facts About Human Behavior. Psychology is the study of the human mind, and it seeks to understand how people think and act. In this article, you'll learn 11 fascinating psychological facts about human behavior that reveal how our brains work. I hope you enjoy them. 1. You see what you believe. It turns out that we don't just see what's in front of us, we also see whatever we believe is there. For example, if you are shown a video of someone who appears to be kicking a ball, and you're told that they are actually pushing the ball with their foot, you will still see them as kicking the ball. This is because seeing is believing. Our brain cannot tell the difference between what it sees and what it believes. 2. We live in the moment, not in the future or the past. One of the most fascinating aspects of the human psyche is our tendency to live in the moment and not focus on what's going on in other times and places. While it can be fun to daydream, obsess over past events, or ponder future possibilities, there is a lot to be gained from simply paying attention to what's happening right now. 3. Our names are important to us. We judge people based on their names, and it can affect how we react to them. More than just a sound, your name is an important part of your identity and can have a big effect on how others see you. A study from the University of Chicago showed that children with unusual names were seen as less competent, less popular, and more likely to be delinquent than their peers with common names. It's not just the sound of our name but also the length of it that can cause us to feel this way. People with shorter first or last names are seen as more likable because they seem warmer and more approachable. The preference for shorter names may also be because people with longer ones seem distant and self-important. 4. Stereotypes shape our behavior. We all carry biases with us, and they can shape our behavior. For example, if you are walking down a dark street at night, and you see two men coming towards you, one of them might be seen as more of a threat than the other because of your preconceived notions about what a dangerous person looks like. These biases can also come from hearing about someone's experience. 5. Some choices make us happier than others. In a new study, people were asked to choose between two outcomes. One was receiving $100 and the other was being given $200 in 1 month's time. Choosing the latter option made people happier than choosing to receive an immediate sum of money. Not only that, but those who chose to get the larger sum of money were more likely to be happy about their decision than if they had chosen to get the smaller sum of money immediately. 6. Losses loom larger than gains. In a study of wealth inequality, the researchers asked people to imagine they were starting with $100 and then had to keep doubling their money every day. As they gained more money, people found it easier to identify the problems that might arise and visualize the consequences of those problems. However, when they began with nothing, the researchers said, people struggled to envision any future at all. In other words, it is easy for us to foresee losses in our future but difficult for us to anticipate gains. Therefore, losses loom larger than gains. 7. An object's meaning determines its value. A study by Professor Wiseman demonstrated the power of an object's meaning. He donated some sweaters to a charity shop and labeled them as worth £10. When he told people they were worth £10, people valued the sweaters more than when he told them they were worth £1. No matter how you market your product, it will always be valued at what someone is willing to pay for it. To increase the value of your product, research consumer motivations and target your marketing towards their needs. 8. The brain can be hacked. It turns out that you can actually hack your own brain. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Research found that people were more likely to enjoy a good meal if they sat in a room with soft lighting and classical music rather than bright fluorescent lights and hard rock. 9. People seek pleasure and avoid pain. The human brain is hardwired to seek out pleasure and avoid pain. This is because our brains are constantly searching for ways to ensure the survival of the species. Our brains reward us with dopamine, a neurotransmitter that signals the body to create memories and add them to our repertoire of behaviors, when we do something that makes us happy. Conversely, when we experience something that makes us unhappy, our brains release cortisol, a hormone that helps us remember what caused this feeling so we can avoid it in the future. 10. Knowing more leads to a better brand experience. Knowing these psychological facts about human behavior can help you create a better brand experience. It's one thing to know these facts and another thing to make them work for you. The more you understand about the customer and how they think, the better your strategy will be. 11. Emotions play an essential role in perception. An interesting study by neuroscientists shows that our emotions have a lot to do with how we see the world. They put participants in an fMRI and showed them pictures of faces expressing various emotions, such as anger, fear, happiness, or disgust. It turns out that when people look at these pictures, their brains respond differently depending on the emotion they're looking at. For example, when someone sees a face that is disgusted, they are more likely to feel disgusted too. This is because parts of the brain responsible for processing emotional expressions light up when we look at something disgusting. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more daily videos.